Good evening, everyone. I'm Romal and I lead treks for Boots and Crampons. And today I'm going to speak a lot about different kind of shoes because whenever we lead treks, and there are a lot of people they have questions. What kind of footwear to wear, what's a mountaineering boot, what's a climbing boot, all such stuff. And hopefully today I'll be able to answer them. Meanwhile, I'm leading a lot of treks for Boots and Crampons, and I've done Everest Base Camp multiple times, more than 10 times. I've been to top of the world, which is Mount Everest, and 5 of the 7 summits I've been able to do, including Aconcagua, Elbrus, and then Australia, Kosciuszko, and Kilimanjaro, and of course Everest, as I said. So I think I have fair understanding of what I'm going to speak about. But before we start on various kind of shoes and footwear to wear for various kind of treks, I'll highlight a brief about different aspects to look once you're buying a trekking shoe. So first and foremost, they should be comfortable, which means, for example, if I'm buying this shoe, this should be comfortable to me. It should not be that it's too restricted, and it should fit my foot properly. By fitting I mean, once I'm wearing the shoe, that time it should not feel too tight so that I'm unable to walk and it's always restricting. And for that, whatever kind of socks which you're going to wear for the trek, you should try wearing those socks and then check the shoe. So when you're going for buying a shoe, make sure you're wearing that kind of a socks which you're going to wear for the actual trek, and then go and wear it. It should not be loose enough so that once you're walking and your heel is coming up, so that you need to ensure. So first and foremost, it should fit you well. Second is the quality of upper layer. This has to be breathable, otherwise you'll start sweating inside and it'll have a lot of sweat and a lot of problems. So make sure the material on top is breathable, and secondly, it should be waterproof. Many times any trek you go, you will find a lot of rains happening, and it's not a good experience, believe me. So make sure it's well waterproof, it's breathable. Other thing you need to look is it should give proper ankle support, something like this. Based on what kind of trek you're doing, I'll tell you what all shoes are there. But before that, I'll come on, as I was saying, it should have a good ankle support so that in case of an injury or something, this should be able to withstand any kind of injuries to your ankle. Other thing we need to look is that the sole has to be rugged. It should not be that you're able to fold it and then it creates a problem once you're walking. So it should be hard, and you should not be able to fold it very easily. Right, so these are the major things which you need to look once you're buying a shoe. Other thing which you can pay attention is that it should have a proper grip. If the tread is gone and if it's not deep enough, then you'll not have a good traction, which in turn would mean that you'll not get a good grip and it will be too slippery. So the grip on the shoe, it should be proper so that you're able to get good traction once you're walking on any kind of trail or rock. One very important aspect which I feel is to be taken very seriously is that the weight of the shoe. It should not be that heavy that you're not able to walk. It should not be an extra effort, because on the mountains, most important part is the weight you carry. As such, the oxygen is less, you're walking uphill, and that's why the kind of shoe which you're going to buy should be such that it's not too heavy, and otherwise you'll have problems making your way up. Breathability I've already covered. Last but most important again is the budget. I would personally say don't compromise too much on the budget, but then it should not be that expensive that you are unable to afford it, so or you compromise on other gear. So these are major aspects you need to take care once you're buying any shoe. Right now, different kinds of shoes I've got here. I'll just tell you what kind of treks you will be able to do if in case you wear those kind of shoes. Right, so first and foremost, this is one of my favorite pair of sandals. These are the trekking sandals by Zero. So Zero is a brand which promotes minimalist shoe. You can see it's very lightweight compared to any other sandals, and this journey you would wear once you are on going to any trail, or it's not technical or not too much of a problem, because there's, as you can see, there's no ankle support. It's lightweight. The grip is really good on this. I've done a few treks, very easy beginner level ones, and these are very good. And especially somebody who's going for the Everest Base Camp trek, if you have a sandal like these, then you don't need any extra pair of shoes. Once you go to a tea house, wear these, roam around, you get good breathability, and whatever pain or effort your foot has taken all through the day wearing those heavy boots, you get a good relaxation with this. So these are very lightweight, very comfortable, very rugged, and must in case you can get them. It's available in US. I'm not sure of other places, not in India. That's the sad part, but then I think if you can manage getting it from there, it's well worth it. The other sandals I have is Keen. Keen are, as you can see, it's much tougher as regards the sole is concerned, harder, so you can wear it for a bit serious kind of a trek. Only issue is these are comparatively heavy compared to this, so you need to take understand that aspect. Coming on to trekking shoes, these kind of shoes can be used for day hikes as well as very cold conditions, because these have a inner layer in them. So if you have a double layer shoe, then it gives you good warmth. This is a warm layer inside, it goes inside, and then you can wear it. It has got very good grip. It's a Sorel brand, excellent shoe. It's unbelievable to share, but then I wore it once we were doing winter climb this year on UT Kangadi, and these were absolutely fabulous. So if you get a hold of this shoe, very nice, very lightweight, very waterproof, excellent quality, so you can go ahead and take these. Next shoe I have is for long treks, multiple day treks. So for hikes and all, which are one day, you can have any shoe, but then for multiple day treks, you need to have something which is in more rugged, and these fit the bill very nicely. These are Vibram sole shoes from Merrell, and this is an ultimate shoe, one of my favorites for low level treks wherein it's not very cold, and these have excellent grip as you can see, and I would highly recommend again. Now at places where the temperature is really low, for example, we did Aconcagua in January, so Boots and Crampons team, with the Boots and Crampons team, and this is the shoe I wore. This is called North Face Thinsulate. This has a warm layering inside, again very warm, so you don't have to wear double or triple layer of socks. One good layer of socks, and then this North Face Thinsulate will solve the purpose. Again, one of my all-time favorites is La Sportiva. Any serious treks or climbs like we did this year, Mount Kun 7000 meters, so for lower camps you could wear that. These kind of shoe, excellent. Again, bit expensive, but yes, worth the money. This again comes with a warm layer inside. So these are the trekking kind of shoes, and then we'll come to the climbing boots. So whenever you need to wear crampons and a lot of technical stuff on snow and ice, then these shoes are highly recommended. This is G2 Evo. So for climbs which are up to 7000 meters, you can safely rely on them. These again are multiple layers inside. Best part with them, of late they have stopped using shoelaces, and these come with a BOA mechanism. So you just have to open it, unscrew or open it, and then it'll open up, and then once you have to tighten, instead of any tying shoelaces, just have to press it inside, and then it becomes tight. So anything up to 7000 meters, these shoes will work great. We have used these shoes earlier, and we are very happy with the results, and highly recommended, I would say. This is for 8000 meters. Many people use these for Everest. This is an older model, because the model, the latest one, which is La Sportiva Mons Cube, which is used for other 8000 meters or Everest, and those I've already sent to Nepal for the climb, but then this is the one we have. This is my second pair. So these are again very rugged, 3-layered shoe, and this is this is again, no, this is 2-layer. The Mons Cube one is a 3-layered shoe, but then these are again very reliable, and you can see this sole, you try whatever you may, but then you'll not be able to fold it, right? So this is for the conditions wherein you need solid support and good stability, and you fix crampons in this, and then you can walk without any tension, without any problems whatsoever, right? So generally what we do is, this was the kind of shoe which I wanted to share with you all, but then there's one thing which I want to say, that there's no one size that fits all. So tomorrow you may go to market and buy North Face, and you may not like it, so it depends on individual to individual. As I said, your comfort level is different, so see what suits you best. Take good amount of time before buying, and then you can take decision. There's no hurry as such. So whenever you're going to buy a shoe, make sure you've walked on them half an hour at least, and then slowly get used to wearing them, and make sure you have a pleasant experience. Because if you don't like wearing any particular shoe, chances are on the mountains once you go, you'll not enjoy wearing them. So first and foremost, you should have a good feel once you're wearing it, and try and explore as much as possible different terrains, different conditions, and for longer duration, slowly building up. And I'm sure it's going to be a good experience. Otherwise, all sandals, shoes, boots, all are fine. It's just that what suits you the most is going to make a difference. Thank you so much. I hope there was something for you to learn. In case you have any questions, feel free to ask. We at Boots and Crampons are always happy to answer. And these are basically for people who want to, right from the beginner level to the top of Everest, all kinds of shoes we have covered in this. Thank you so much. Have a great day.